In today's show, we're looking ahead to Tuesday in the NBA. Michael Bolton.
Thanks, Josh. It's Michael Bolton here, and it's time for another episode of the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Podcast. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, indeed.
You are Locked On Fantasy Basketball, your daily fantasy basketball podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network.
Hello and welcome to the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Podcast, brought to you by Basketball Monster. My name is Josh Lloyd and I am the lead fantasy analyst at basketballmonster.com and at Yahoo Sports Australia. And you can find me on Twitter as always at redrock_bball and on Instagram at Locked On Fantasy Basketball. Today's episode is brought to you by Rock Auto. Amazing selection, reliably low prices, all the parts your car will ever need. Visit rockauto.com and tell them that Locked On sent you. Thank you for making Locked On Fantasy Basketball your first listen every day. We are free and available on all platforms, and check out other shows. I highly recommend Locked On Pelicans today as Jake goes in on the Pelicans for their lying about Zion Williamson. I don't know what happened at the start of this show with my voice. I sounded like Roy Kent. It just went all crackly. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, sounded like Roy Kent. So I don't know what happened there. Apologies for that. But let's talk about the games. For Tuesday, we're going to do streamers as well for category leagues and points leagues at the end of this show. Let's crack in. The first game we're going to look at is the Bucks and the Pistons. No Drew, no Chris, no Brooke. Giannis is listed as probable. It's not going well for the Bucks at the moment. So again, we're watching Grayson Allen, who's playing at a really nice 12-team league level. Good points, good threes. That ends, I think, when those other guys return. Also, shout out to Mike Budenholzer. Hey, is Chris Middleton's illness COVID related? No, it's not. Chris Middleton's now out in the health and safety protocol. So, cool, I guess. So, I don't know when Chris is coming back. But Allen's got value while those guys are out. And Thanasis probably is going to start. Again, he had an okay game with 3 steals, some okay rebound numbers last time out. It's just a deeper league situation. But let's see how much they use him versus how much they use Pat Connaughton. Those guys seem to be sort of going back and forth. Or can Bobby Portis push back into the 24-minute zone? Well, for the Pistons, it's the second game for Cade Cunningham. Hopefully, he scores more than 2 points and plays more than 15 minutes. That would be great. So I want to really dig in and watch Cade and see what we can get from him. I also want to watch your mate, Alf Stewart.
Is that you, Mr. Stewart?
Well, who the hell else do you think it'd be? Get in here, you pair of flaming galahs.
We know it didn't go particularly well for Stewart, or hasn't gone well for him at all this season. 18, 21, and 18 minutes the last 3 games for Stu. I'm not saying that he's playing particularly well. I'm not even saying that I think he's a particularly good long-term prospect. I've said that all along. But I know that he's a better prospect than Luka Garza or Kelly Olynyk. So they should be giving him more minutes. Can he, A, play better? And can Dwayne Casey get his head out of his ass and play more minutes? They would be 2 things that would be awesome to see from Isaiah Stewart. I'm holding him still, but I'd like to see him do something, and I'd like to see him give him more of an opportunity to do something. That's been part of the frustrating stuff with Isaiah Stewart. The Heat and the Mavericks, Kyle Lowry. I think Lowry's playing all right. People aren't particularly interested in how well he's going. I think he's fine. The shooting's going to come around. It was fine last game. He's getting good assists. He is a must-roster player, so if someone foolishly dropped him, and if that foolish person was you, shame, add him, and let's see how he goes, see how he starts to fit in and where the shots start to fall. And then Jimmy Butler, who is playing at an astonishingly high level. His steals are pouring out of every orifice he's got. He's getting free throws. He's scoring well. He's like a top 5 fantasy player this year. How real is it? But I just want to watch Jimmy Butler. I haven't watched much Jimmy this season, so I want to watch him. For the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber is out. Porzingis is questionable. So can Dwight Powell play 30 plus? He had a good game last time around. He looks like to be a really valuable stream option. Can Jason Kidd hijack the offense again and do some dumb shit? But we'll see. Powell had some good numbers, so watch him. While the burner Jalen Brunson was pretty poor last time out for Dallas, I think he's better than that. And I think he is a must-roster player at this point. But let's see what he does in this game and how they use him, and whether they continue to use him and Luka together, which I do imagine they will as we move forward. The Kings and the Jazz, Harrison Barnes. Oh, sorry. Oh, I screwed it up. The pencil, Harrison Barnes. Barnesy. He is a massive sell high. I didn't include him on the sell high video I did earlier today because he was on last week's show. I didn't want to keep just repeating the same thing. he is going to drop off. We saw that last week. He's still going to be really good. And there is a narrow chance he's a top 50 player. There's a bees dick narrow chance of him being top 20, which is where he currently is, which is why he's so high. But let's watch what he does. I'm more interested in what his usage is and how many three-point bombs he's getting off. That's really key to me. And then Davion Mitchell. I love watching him defensively. Everything else is pretty gross at the moment. And I want to see if there's any reason why he's like rostered in 50% of leagues. There's no reason, but I want to see if there's a reason. Am I missing something? Is there so much appeal in the 230th ranked player? I also want to watch Darren Fox. Can you get anything to going? That'd be great if you could. For the Jazz, Mike Conley. Will they push him over 30 minutes? That's a key thing. Probably almost definitely not. He looked really good in limited minutes last game, so I'd like to see what he's doing and how solid he looks. And I'd also like to watch your mate.
The world.
Hassan Whiteside, who is producing streamable value. Rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage. If you need those categories, Whiteside, he can do it for you because that's just what he does as that backup. Still no Rudy Gay. He's out with that heel injury, so Eric Pascal is going to get those minutes off the bench, but Whiteside is getting some nice center minutes. We'll see what happens when Gay returns, how much Whiteside plays as the center and how much small ball they do actually end up getting into. Guys, I'm going to tell you about something which I know you are going to love. It is called Prize Picks. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made easy. Prize Picks has the best NBA DFS prop game on the market. It offers more NBA props than any other DFS prop provider. Superstars and those blokes on the bottom of the bench getting no minutes. You can choose from a vast array of props, points and threes and blocks and assists and rebounds and all those different things. And if you sign up now, you can use our code NBA and get 100% match deposit up to $100. So just choose 2 to 5 over-under props, combine them together, and you can win up to 10 times your entry fee. You can also do it multi-sport. So throw touchdowns in there, throw yards, assists, blocks, rebounds, goals, saves, whatever. Throw it all together in a prize pick combo. Use the app, sign up today, or you can use their website. Entries are easy. You can do it in 60 seconds, and withdrawals are fast and safe and easy to do. So don't hesitate. Check out prizepicks.com and use the promo code NBA or go to your app store and download the app today. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made easy. Okay, on to the next game. We're looking at the Pelicans and the Suns. No Zion Williamson. Frustrating. A lot of injuries for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram's questionable. Devontae Graham's questionable. Garrett Temple's questionable. Could be some real opportunities opening up. So let's see the Josh Hart, Herb Jones dynamic. Does Jones continue to start? He continues to do not really much for fantasy, but he continues to start. While Hart had a really good game last time out, is he a stream option? Yeah, for this game he is. I don't think he's a long-term guy, but if Ingram's out, Graham's out. If Graham's out, man, Kyra Lewis, fire him up. So I really want to see what happens with Herbalicious and with Joshy Hart in this one. While for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton, I don't know how to even phrase what I feel about DeAndre Ayton at the moment. Like, he's fine. He's disappointing at times. They have some good games. He's just never feeling like he's grabbing the game by the scruff. He's just never quite there, is he? And then Chris Paul, I haven't really paid gigantic attention to Paul this year because he just seems consistent, but he's not absolutely crushing at the moment. So let's watch Paul, how that interacts with Booker. There's no campaign still out there for the Phoenix Suns with his hamstring injury. And then the last game, we just saw this game 2 days ago, and it was a bloodbath. The Rockets and the Lakers. Let's focus in on Jalen Green, I know I write for Yahoo, but someone wrote on Yahoo today that he is leading the Rookie of the Year race. And I am sorry, whoever wrote that article. Have you watched the game? Have you looked at a box score? If you think that Jalen Green is leading Rookie of the Year, I don't know what to tell you. But let's hope he can have a much better game because he has not been good majority of the games. Had that really big one against Boston, and that's it. Can he start to do something good? And then also the crucifix, Christian Wood. Just absolutely obliterated your free throw percentage last game. Can he get that back on track? He looks all right, but he's not really taking a step forward or anything like that. For the Lakers, Carmelo Anthony shooting the lights out, 55%, I think, from three. That is going to come down at some point, but he's been an excellent points and threes streamer. He's got value for that, no problem. But will those career-high blocks continue? I'd say probably not. And then Russell Westbrook. LeBron is on the injury report as questionable once again. Westbrook, how is he going to fit in with LeBron? Can he put up a big game without LeBron? What are his percentages going to look like? Will he eliminate those horrendous pull-up shots that he takes? He shouldn't take a single pull-up shot ever. Yet he does, and that's why he continues to annoy the absolute living shit out of me. Nine Cat streamers, Dwighty Powell, George Hill, Finney Smith, Patrick Connaughton, Kent Bazemore, Royce O'Neal, Jay Crowder, and Josh the Hitman Hart. And for deeper formats, these guys rostered in all under 10% of leagues. Dwight Powell, Kent Bazemore, Jay Crowder, Jordan Wara, Killian Hayes, JaVale McGee, Avery Bradley, Dwayne The Undertaker Deadman, and Herbalife Jones over there. Then for points leagues, Grayson Allen, Bobby Portis, Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson, George Hill, Pat Connaughton, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Josh the Hitman Hart. Before we do go, what's that sound? It is the sound of another sale on Shopify, the all-in-one commerce platform to start, run, and grow your business. In case you don't know, Shopify is a complete commerce platform that lets you start, grow, and manage a business. The subscription-based software allows anyone to set up an online store and sell their products. Shopify store owners can also sell in physical locations using Shopify POS, our point-of-sale app, and accompanying hardware. Scaling your business is a journey of endless possibilities, and Shopify helps you make your entrepreneurial dreams come true. I love how Shopify has all those tools and resources that make it easy for any business to succeed from down the street to around the globe. So go to shopify.com/lockedonnba, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. Grow your business with Shopify today. Go to shopify.com/lockedonnba right now. Shopify.com/lockedonnba. Basketball's back. Football's going. Baseball World Series. And yeah, we've got the number one spot to place your bets, and that is, of course, BetOnline. So head to the new updated desktop or mobile site and sign up today by using the promo code LOCKEDONNBA, and you get a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. From basketball, football, the World Series, NHL, UFC, boxing, and right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait. Take advantage of all of the offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports, and BetOnline is where the game starts. That'll do it for this What to Watch For. I'll be back later today, with a recap of all 9 games on Monday with lots of stuff to talk about. Don't miss that at all. And the best way to not miss it is to follow this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and on the Odyssey app. But if you're here on YouTube, thumb me up, write your comments, leave it all below. Guys, we're done here. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. See ya.